Welcome back. If you missed part 1, go watch that first because everything I'm about to say builds directly on it. But if you're here, let's keep going. In part 1 we established that we, as fans, hold real economic and cultural power over this industry. Now I want to talk about what we've been doing with that power. Specifically the part we don't like to look at. Here's the thing I want us to sit with. We say we hate toxic beauty standards in K-pop. And I believe us when we say it. I really do. We make posts about it. Long threads about how the industry is too harsh, how the diet culture is dangerous, how companies shouldn't be allowed to treat artists this way. We share those posts. We agree with them. We add our voices to them. We get genuinely upset when we see our faves looking exhausted or visibly struggling. We write fan letters telling them they don't need to change. We put together projects reminding them they are enough. And then, in the same breath, we're in the comment section saying she looks so much better now after losing weight. Or we're on the fan cafe debating who got work done and whether it was a good decision. Or ranking visuals and arguing about who the prettiest member is like it's a completely normal and harmless thing to do. Or sharing those before and after comparison posts, debut versus now, and treating a drastic physical transformation like an achievement. Like they worked hard for it and we're proud of them. And I've done this too. I want to be really clear about that. I am not standing here as someone who has never participated in this. That's exactly why I'm saying we and not you. Because this isn't about finding the bad fans and pointing at them. This is about a culture that all of us have contributed to in ways big and small. Some of us knowingly. A lot of us without even realizing it. There are accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers, run by fans, followed by fans, that exist solely to document and compare idol appearances over time. There are accounts that rank idols by their visual appeal. That debate facial features like it's a science project. There are fan spaces where a member who doesn't fit the conventional beauty standard gets described as the funny one or the personality one, as if talent and personality are consolation prizes for not being pretty enough. We built those spaces. Not the companies. Not the executives in their glass buildings. Us. Regular fans. People who genuinely love these artists. And here is exactly why that matters. Companies track fan sentiment in real time. This is not a secret. Platforms like Weverse exist specifically to give companies a direct window into how fans feel about everything, from music to appearance to personality to the way an idol cut their hair. They see what we engage with. They see which posts go viral and which ones get ignored. They see what gets praised and what gets criticized. When we collectively celebrate an idol's physical transformation, that is data. When those posts get 10 times more engagement than posts celebrating a vocal performance or a dance break, that gap is data. That is us sending a very clear signal to the people running these companies. A signal that says this is what we respond to. This is what we want to see more of. And the companies listen. Because they are businesses. And businesses respond to what their customers reward. We call ourselves the investors in this industry. So let's actually think about what we're funding. Not just with our money but with our attention. With our engagement. With the content we share and the comments we leave and the accounts we follow. Because investment is not just financial. In the attention economy, what we give our time and engagement to is just as valuable as what we spend our money on. Now I want to talk about some real examples. Because this isn't abstract. These are real people. Real situations that were documented publicly. And they deserve to be named. Jeongyeon from Twice. She took a break in 2020 because of a spinal disc injury. A real, serious, physical injury that required medical treatment. The medication she needed to manage that injury caused changes in her body. That is not a personal failing. That is not a lack of discipline. That is basic medical science. Certain medications cause physical changes. This happens to people every single day. And fans bullied her for it. Relentlessly. Publicly. In comment sections. In fan forums. In spaces that were supposed to be places of support. Not for anything she did wrong. Not for a decision she made. Not for a choice that affected anyone else. For her body responding to treatment for an injury she got from performing for us. She was injured in service of her career. She took medication to heal. And fans punished her for it. That is not love. Whatever we want to call it, it is not love. Kyla from Pristin. She was 15 years old when Pristin debuted. Still in the middle of growing up. Biologically, her body was still developing. That is not an opinion. That is just how human development works. And she became the target of relentless, sustained ridicule because her body didn't match the standard. Because she looked like what a lot of teenage girls actually look like. The scrutiny followed her everywhere. Every performance, every fan cam, every public appearance became an opportunity for strangers to comment on a child's body. She was a child. And we treated her like she owed us a different body. Ali. One of the most respected vocalists in Korean music. A woman whose voice is genuinely extraordinary. And she revealed publicly that the pressure from public scrutiny, from fans, from netizens, from comment sections, pushed her to extreme and dangerous measures just to feel acceptable in her own industry. That is someone who internalized a very deep and very painful message about their own worth. A message that said your talent is not enough if your body doesn't look right. And we helped send that message. Then there is Wonyoungism. Fans started a trend of posting what I eat in a day videos eating almost nothing and attributing it to wanting to look like idol jeongyeon. They made it aesthetic. They called it a lifestyle. That trend did not come from a company's marketing department. It came from fans. From fandom culture. From the spaces we built and inhabit every day. And it reached teenagers all over the world. Girls in their bedrooms watching these videos and thinking this is what dedication looks like. This is what beautiful looks like. Trainees in this industry can start as young as 12 years old. Their bodies are changing in ways completely out of their control. Their identities are still forming. And they are reading our comments. They see the comparison posts. They see the accounts documenting their physical changes over time. They see the comment that trails off into whatever feature needs to be different, smaller, lighter, sharper. They are taking notes on what we think of them. And some of them are making decisions about their bodies and their health based on what we signal to them matters. That is not okay. And I think most of us know that. We just don't always connect our own behavior to the bigger picture. In part 3 we are going to talk about mental health. Because the beauty standard conversation and the mental health conversation are not two separate things. They are the same thing. And it's time we treated them that way.